B-Leaguers, how you going? It's your boy here, Dan, at the B-League Says, coming at you with another B-League Pick'em Pick'em's prop style show via Underdog Fantasy. Promo code GF2 for 100% matching deposit up to $250. Also, come find GoingFor2 Live over on Twitter or over on our free Discord. So our Discord's GoingFor2 Live. Come find us over there. We get all the information you need. Start, sits, dynasty, DFS, prop bets, all that sort of stuff. Rewinding articles about waiver wire stuff, all that sort of thing. You can find everything that you need to over there in our Discord and on our Twitter account. GoingFor2 Live and GoingFor2 Off. Of course, I am Dan at the B-Leagues coming at you. Thank you for bearing with me for missing last week. I had a few personal things going on. That doesn't matter. We're here to talk about props, not this boy getting older. Either way, we're going to talk about Thursday night football. That's what we're here for, Thursday night football. I love these island games, especially the Thursday games, because you know my record blows on a Thursday, but we're here to talk about it anyway, talk about the process and see if we can get lucky. In the meantime, we're going to talk about pick number one, underdog pick and props. We're going to talk Kyron Williams, Mr. Automatic, higher than a rushing receiving touchdown. He gets a 0.8 boost as well, so a little bit of a tasty hit on that. If you feel like you want to get on this prop with Kyron Williams and the Rams at home to the Vikings this Thursday night. Look, we are having this discussion. Okay, fine. We're talking about Kyron Williams. We're going to do this again because I'm going to bet on him every week, right? I'm going to be that guy. But look, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to tell you why it's not going to hit. I'm going to tell you why Kyron Williams isn't going to score against the Vikings. Yeah, I got nothing. Look, we can make the case that the Vikings' rush defense is pretty good, right? Tied for third fewest touchdowns to shoot rushing TDs. They've only conceded 3 this season, fourth fewest yards as well on the ground as well to running backs. So they are quite good on the ground. They have a decent front rush defense for the Vikings this year. But, you know, they don't give much away. But my premise with Williams, it's one thing. The Rams are all hurt. We've been over this about 2 weeks ago. And he's a reliable go-to guy. 9 touchdowns in 6 games. It doesn't matter. His yards can be inefficient and all that. He doesn't have to have 100-yard games and Blake Corum season and all that sort of crap. Like, all the rest of this that goes along with whatever people think about the Rams, the reality is Kyron Williams is Sean McVay's guy, and it's his go-to guy when they get to the red zone. It's just it. In one fewer game, all right, for what it's worth, he's got the second most red zone rushing touches with 5. Red zone touches with 5 a game. He gets 5 red zone touches a game. So that's the second fewest amount, and he's played 1 less game than everybody above him. It's the most red zone rushing yards as well. All the Rams have to do is get down there, and he's going to take over. That's what he does. He gets the work between the 20s, and that's between the 20 and the goal line. Sorry, not between the 20s. It's the exact opposite of what I'm trying to say, but that doesn't matter. And I'm able to back him to do that. I'm able to back the Rams to getting down into the 20s, and if they do, Kyron Williams is a massive chance to get amongst that. And look, Cooper Kupp obviously coming back. That's a big deal. If he plays, it might take a bit of attention away from Kyron Williams, because if I get down there, if I'm the Vikings, I'm thinking stop Kyron Williams and we're a good chance to reduce anything that the Rams do. Pick number 2, Sam Darnold. We're going to go lower than 30 pass attempts. Sounds weird because Darnold's had a pretty good weird one for Sam Darnold this week, coming up against Matt Stafford, who people are saying is going to get traded to the Vikings. What a weird game this must be for him. Either way, lower than 30 pass attempts. Only once this year has Sam Darnold gone over 30 pass attempts. He's averaged around 26 pass attempts per game on the road this year as well. The Rams allowed about 28 per game total. A bottom half team with this metric. I can see the following taking place. The need for Darnold to blow up. The following blow I'm going to talk about, not being the reason for the Vikings to go scorching down with 400 passing yards against you. I don't think that's that game. I think what's going to happen is the following. I feel like Aaron Jones is going to have himself a day this week, provided he's healthy and ready to go. I know he's had a couple of health issues, but we're going to go with the run game for the Vikings. I feel like this is the way that their success is going. I don't think it's going to lie with Darnold. That's why I'm going lower on the pass attempts. We're going higher Aaron Jones at 68.5 rush yards. Look, Aaron Jones gets either 90 rushing yards a game or 20. There's no in-betweens. He's going 90 to 120 or he's getting 20. That's how he does it. No, I shoot myself, and I'll go full Plaxico at this point. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot by not suggesting that the games where Aaron Jones hasn't had 20 rush yards where he hasn't been hurt kind of happens. So we can say that Aaron Jones, when not hurt, gets 90 rushing yards a game, and this is a whole different ballgame. 68.5, that'd be nothing. So You know, those games on the 20, he got dinged up, taken from the field because those games were all under 8 rush attempts as well. So that gives me the credence to say, if Aaron Jones is healthy, he's going to go off with 90 yards on the ground at least in 4 of 6 of his games this year. Again, those other 2 games were injury related, and I could see this game being competitive where Jones would probably figure prominently, right? So the Rams have given up 12 most yards on the ground this year, despite playing 1 fewer game than the teams above them at a tasty 121 yards per game conceded, which is the 5th most average yards per game in the NFL. So the Rams give up on the ground, 5th most yards per game on the ground, and Aaron Jones, when he's healthy, gets around 90-odd yards a game. So 68.5 is a pretty good deficit for us to exploit. That's going to wrap it up here for me today for Thursday Night Football's matchup of the Vikings at Rams for Going for 2 Live. As always, underdog fantasy promo code GF2 for 100% match deposit of $250, and we can take it from there. I will see you for the Sunday morning slate show coming at you on Saturday. Stay tuned for the Armchair Show with Jeff and Ryan and all the multitude of guests we have coming up from 9:30 tonight. Safe bets, happy punts, cheers, and goodbye.